Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Harris running straight ahead. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Setting up the screen, Harris. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4th down territory, or might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. The Buccaneers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 10 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage for every carry he receives this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 30 on second down, Pickett. Open man is Noah Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. After one, 7-3 the score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave it. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 41, Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. To the air on first down with Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is up to 8. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with their runs so far.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Pickett to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Deontay Johnson just continues to build and grow in his NFL career. Finished 2nd in the NFL in targets on his way to his first Pro Bowl last season. Pulls in the catch there to pick up the first down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
They run for it with Harris. And some room to roll now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try to run with Harris, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Over the middle to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual, because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here's Pickett.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession
He
of the
said
football
defense.
on the INT.
Wait, what? He said defense, right?
Pick it down on
Wait,
1st down.
what?
Open man here is Gentry.
And they'll
Wait,
get
no.
this down to the 42-yard
What the heck? I
line.
can't even challenge that.
Completion was given
Yo,
up.
what?
That's why you
He
play
said,
zone defense, so you can have
didn't he say holding on defense?
and you don't give up much, right?
And then it hit beat him.
On 2nd down, this is
Yeah,
Harris.
exactly. No, wait, it was twisted and Yeah.
A gain of
What is-
5,
what
good
is he
enough
on?
for the 1st down.
Oh, he's on the line? Defense line?
Rookie for the Steelers. He was one of 2 NFL backs.
No, he's on offense.
300 carries and
He's our best offensive lineman.
74 catches. Along the way, he set several Pittsburgh rookie records.
Sit down.
Pause for an injury here. That's
George Pickens is hurt. We actually have a good shot.
So as the
I'm pretty sure it's a good wide receiver,
step aside.
right? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's their best wide receiver. Some teams have a bad game, you know.
And just
Like the 49ers gonna be, like the 49ers are better than the,
scrimmage.
wait, better than, what's the team called? The Ravens. No, are better than the Ravens, but they still lost. Wait, what was Brock Purdy had a terrible game.
Wrangled before reaching
What
the
was this?
20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Now Brady.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Harris. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. And he'll just get rid of it.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Otten brings it in over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now for Succop. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Brady's throw there incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Inside handoff now to Fournette.
He's got it to the 43 here. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Brady to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes this a 9-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded right around the 8.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, here's Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Pickett right back to the air again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Pickett back to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Brady now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14 yards that time for... Now Brady again. This one taken in by Otten. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Up the gun, Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Brady. And he's got it. Caught him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Pass complete to Harris. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw here, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Pickett to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And it's caught. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pickett now from the gun here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just get a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Boswell good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop